want to build an arena for bow fights. Why? Because I am well known for shooting my friends to death. Accidentally, of course. And that, unfortunately for them, always ends up in their items being spread out on the floor. So if I want to murder my friends, I should make it in a safe environment where they can store their items and fight with the tools I provide. So that's what I'll be building now. And then we'll get to the murdering part. Hello! In today's episode, we are gonna build another ginormous build just like the tree in the background. So this is gonna be the area for the arena. First and foremost, I cleared out the whole area so we have a big space for our big round arena. Then I drew a big circle with sandstone to mark the general shape of the arena, with the help of a Google picture of a pixelated circle. Unfortunately though, the circle was too small, so I made a bigger one around it, which was quite practical because I needed to anyways. So now that we figured out the general shape, I want to design the centerpiece. I searched up arena on Google and stumbled across this beautiful design by Alice Art, using a skull on top of the entrance. So I decided to kind of go for this layout but make it fit to my theme. So I made it a giant butterfly. One wing will be emerald green and the other one amethyst colored, since these two magical gems gave me my butterfly abilities. I am in creative right now because I want to figure out how to do a beautiful butterfly shape. This is the block palette for the arena itself, but I haven't figured out a block palette for the butterfly yet. So this is why I'm gonna do this in creative, because now I have all the blocks to choose from. So my idea is to make one side of the butterfly amethyst and the other one emerald. For these to work, I need to definitely find a block palette that makes them look good. So these are the block palettes I figured out. I already did a gradient with the purple off camera, and now we're gonna do the emerald color together, because this is just pure mess. Like these colors, I didn't use the pure blocks because they didn't fit. I used a lot of glass combinations, so basically the top is only glass and the blocks underneath kind of define that color. So I have to make sure we have a frame around it, which I want to do anyways, because like butterflies have these frames around their wings. This is the purple gradient I came up with, and now I'm doing the emerald gradient. For these, I picked out some lime glass and then these blocks underneath, and then we have to figure out which ones are good and which ones we think aren't. Okay, let me just sort out the glazed terracotta versions. I don't think they are that nice. Also don't want to use the sea lantern, I think, even though does it give a good gradient over to the emerald block? I don't think so. Let's just do it here. The lightest one that fits in is the light blue concrete powder. I think that's the closest to the emerald block. So we're going over to that, then to wool, then to this maybe? What's lighter, this one and this? Then we're going on over to a darker color, maybe cyan, and this might be too dark. Okay, the last one will be probably this, and then we have enough. Let's count though, like how many blocks do I have here? 5, 7 here? So I need to have 7 here too. Yes, it's 7. Okay, now I have the problem that I kind of built this into the ground, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do it like this, and then we can look up the frame as well. Oh yeah, that gradient is much better than this one. This one was a little struggle, but I do like these gradients and I think the colors look fantastic. I am amazed about myself that I was able to make this work. So now I want to frame them. So what block fits to frame both of these sides? I had the idea of using black stone and maybe framing it with some blue glass. Yes, black stone alone looks good. It doesn't look good with the glass though, because maybe that's better. I do like that. It gives like this little effect, like if you have a filter on your photo that has like all the black things are like dark blue. But I do have to say blackstone alone also looks good. There couldn't be a more perfect fit. Actually, I think I already found my color palette. So yeah, we can just ignore that wall and build the giant's butterfly up here. And I know how to build a butterfly. I've been drawing a couple butterflies. I basically animated my intro. That might be a little big, right? I don't know, the arena will be big, but I don't know how big the arena will be. I think I will start to go up here instead, so it's not that big. There we are! Ta-da! I added some little eyes, a golden and a emerald one, because you see the resemblance. Yeah, this is me as a butterfly. I have the little antennas. Made them with trapdoors, because that's the best way I could make an arch. I tried fences, but they look weird the way they connect. And now I'm just gonna fill it in with these colors, and then we're gonna build build this in Survival. As you might figured, I did not use blackstone for the frame. Instead, I used dark oak and spruce to texture. I changed up the palette because I realized that I never used blackstone at my base and it wouldn't really fit in. So the much better fit is dark oak, since the stems of my trees and some of the details of my base already match that color. Here we are now, and today it is. I love the gradient we made up. Now to include the wood to the rest of the arena, I thought maybe I can add it into the bottom part. I could start with the light, and I will do something like I did with the bee sanctuary at the bottom. Like I'm gonna do a little bit of a decorated vibe going on. So if I do it like that, it has like a nice dark frame at the bottom. So I would have it on the edges. The middle is gonna be the entrance. To make that work, I would make a gradient. I will go behind it so it has a little more depth. So the first one is sandstone, then we go over to birch, then we go over to oak, and then we go over to spruce. I mean, yeah, I have to strip these so you can actually tell what I'm going for. We could just make it vary, make it like this. But also on the other hand, we could have a gradient that goes from this color over to this. And then we have this one block higher. And we can just vary in between so it has like a little bit of a weathered look to it. And it's not 100% the same. So here I built the big donut and then I glazed it up with some lovely chocolate. And that's the front view now. We have this little border there and I think that makes it come together really nicely. I'm sorry for my morning voice. Just woke up and my nose is a little bit closed. But it won't stop me from doing some decoration on the bottom here. Coming up with something at least. I just need to find some kind of pattern that I want to go with for the whole time. Oh, that was a double click, but maybe that is something I'm gonna go with. Maybe we enhance the double click, because I think that looks quite interesting. But not interesting enough to be that alone. Having these things pop out on the side. We have these little boxes. Why not? I think that's cool. I think I'm gonna go with this pattern for the edges. And that is how it looks like. Now we are actually where the spots for the viewers where they start. And for that I thought of the old arena designs that I've seen on the internet, like when I looked at pictures where they had like columns and then like these bows going around. I also, if you haven't noticed, I added like a slab forwards as well. So basically my idea is, because I think that looks really cool, and like this is kind of small. Usually they go straight up, these arenas, but I want to make them go outwards, like V-shape. Maybe not too extreme of an angle, but I will definitely want to make them go outwards. So I will build up the bows like normally straight up, but when I go over to the next level, I will make it go more outwards. I think I make 3 levels probably, because I want to have them really tall. The arches. Ah yeah, arches. Ha, arches. Sorry, my English isn't Englishing sometimes. I'm not British. I'm German. So I would want to start the columns. We have the middle. We have an odd number. That's really good. So I want to start with spruce. Then I would go up to, why is it go nighttime again? With oak. That's the next, which is gonna be birch. And after birch, it's time to go over to walls because they are slimmer. I think I'm gonna do 3 and then I'm gonna end it up with birch and oak like this. So over here, I think I would want to make an arch already, like starting it here, going over to spruce. Wait, so I will end it here and then I will remove these, add some stairs instead. Yes, that's how it will look like. And then I placed the arches all around the arena, and holy moly, it was a challenge getting these around the curves and still making the arches connect. Whew. That is how it looks like. I love the arches. And now we want to go 1 level higher. We want to go upwards. So for that, I would use the sandstone and place it just behind the blocks. I don't want to place it too low because I don't want to ruin the shape of the arches. Over here, we're going to add some birch. Then we go forwards with slabs. Then we go on to the next level with these slabs. And then we go on to the next level with the full block version of this. Gonna go over to the next color, and then we ended up with this. That is how it looks like. It goes forwards really extremely, and that way I can make it taller the higher it goes up. And this is what it looks like from the top. I filled it in with spruce, and then I added columns to the next level, and then I did the same again. And look how this V shape comes together now. It's getting wider the further it goes up. Ooh, that's what it looks like now, all coming together really nicely. Look at this from the inside. Oh my god. Just appreciate the amount of detail I put into this. Like, that is something that I did because I made it up in survival. Like, yes, I made the butterfly up in creative, but that's the only part I made up in creative. I did all the rest purely in survival because I had to do like these individual arches because they arch individually when it goes around there. So I had to do that all individually anyways. So why do that in creative, right? So now I want to edit up with a little centerpiece. I know the butterfly is a centerpiece, but like I decided to make something going like an arch here, an arch here, and an arch here. So I think I want to find the middle first. So I think I want to go like here. I think that's an idea. That's like the middle line. I think we're gonna go up to here, like so. So I made them go slimmer in the middle, and I also had to move them around a bit. I made the middle one the tallest and the side ones a little shorter, and I think it turned out really nice. But it's still very empty looking to me. So to make it a little more interesting, I thought I want to like go in here. Now I want to do like this, just making it like go up. Let's just do that, and then do that. And then we go over to, are we in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. This must be the middle then. And then we could do that. So that has a weird shape. At the top, we want to make it more flat. And then we go over to using stairs. I think that's the way to go. So let's just go up here for now. I think I want to go up and then use this and then make like this go down. Ended up with that. Something like that. Maybe we make it connected to the top by placing stairs here and there. That's how it looks like now. I like that. I added some trapdoors at the bottom to make it a little more of an arch. So I still don't quite know what to think about the side parts. Maybe I want to add something at the side parts as well. I want to have it connected from there to there. So I would add a stair here and then kind of make the same arch design over to there. Ta-da! So the next step is a very, very difficult step because the idea is to fill all of this in with glass. I'm gonna layer glass and I'm gonna show you how in a second. So we have these two wings. So on this side of the arena, I want the glass to be green. On this side of the arena, I want the glass to be purple. But we're not just gonna do purple glass. No, we're not that lame. We're not gonna do green glass. We're not gonna do purple glass because it's not exactly the right color when it comes to what this looks like, what emeralds look like. So to mix them, I decided to use glass behind it. I'm gonna do green glass in front of it. So that's how it looks now. And for the bottom layer, I want to do blue glass behind it. And then it will look like this. Then over here, the next level, I will make the front layer lime green and the back cyan. And at the top layer, I will start with lime green and make the back layer light blue. So that way we have a little gradient so it gets lighter. The more it gets up, just like the columns I made, they also get lighter. On the other side, I do the same with the back layer. So I'm starting with dark blue, going over to cyan and to light blue. But in the front, for a change, I will use purple. That way it looks like this purple in the way of mixing blue and purple. So here you can just watch me filling all of this in. First I added the lime layer and then I added the blue layer. Then on the other side I did the purple layer and then the cyan layer. And then at the back you can see how I made a gradient going over to this. And I'm gonna explain it in a bit. Let me just show you the back really quick because I'm so proud of this. We have this lovely gradient because of the way I layered it. So I want to show you guys how I did that over here in the middle. At these corners here, I want to have the same glasses there, like the glasses here. And then in the middle, we have the middle part. It's like the ones where it goes into the, where it's more like the mixed color, like this. And then in the absolute middle, the bottom middle here, I want to have the blue. So let's just start with the parts that are the same color, so it's the bottom ones, because then we can just continue them. So I need to place blocks from underneath. Oh no, and I think that's all you can see. So we're gonna fill this in with the lime, like so. Then we are gonna go a layer behind with the light blue glass, like here. So now it has this lovely cyan-ish green color. And now, very simple, very easy, we're just gonna flip around the color palettes and do it the exact opposite way around. So we're gonna fill in with the light blue right above the lime glass, and then we are gonna fill in the rest with the lime glass. So we do the opposite. So the reason we do this is that the glass color at the front is more intense than the one in the back. So when the lime glass is at the front, it looks more green, and when the blue glass is at the front, it looks more blue. So this way we have this lovely look. I did it wrong. I literally did it wrong. Okay, let me just switch it around. I did it the wrong way around because I was thinking like this one would have the same color as this, but that's wrong. So, yeah, let me just switch that around real quick. Switch like nothing ever happened. Next up, we have the middle part. The first layer is just gonna be light blue glass. I made this a little thingy over here so I can get down. So now I need to make sure that from behind you can still see all of this. I'm just gonna fill everything in with light blue glass. Now that it's filled in, we can continue with... Apparently, because I'm on that height level, they thought we're just gonna spawn on a similar height level, but not on the same spot as I, because that would be too close, right? That's a lovely spot to spawn. Moving on. So over here, the lime glass will go in this pot, and cyan glass will go behind here, because this has to look blue, so I picked a glass color that is bluish. So I'm just gonna fill this in with cyan, and that's how it looks like. And now we are gonna fill in these pots here. So first on this side, we're definitely gonna fill it in with green again, so it makes sense. Ta-da! And on the other side, we're gonna fill it in with purple. Voila! This is the purple, and this is the way the purple builds up together with the blue. Oh, I love that the sun is coming from behind. Oh my god. Okay, not too many spoilers, not too many spoilers. The grand reveal has to wait. But yeah, we're gonna go over to the purple side. So over here, we're gonna do the same way we did it here, and over here, we're gonna do the same way we did it here, just like I explained here. So we are basically gonna start with the blue layer at the front here, and when this thingy comes, this little thingy where things pot, then we're gonna go over to purple, and on the back it's reversed. Ta-da! It's looking so cool. Now we have this little problem still, like the the weird platforms that I need to get rid of again. So yeah, that is actually what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna get rid of these, and then we're gonna put in some actual arena seats that go like staircase-ish down. And there we are now. I got rid of these weird platforms that definitely made zero sense. So before I will head on over to make seats, I wanna make a fenced up area so we can make sure this is safe. I'm gonna start it here so that looks good on these sides that are straight. Then I'm gonna add some slabs on top of it, making a bit of a gradient, just how I also did at the tree over here. I did this spiral staircase going all the way up, and I have this gradient on the railing so it looks like it's shiny. And yeah, I just like that effect, so I'm just gonna do it again. Now it's time for the seats. We need to make them go up like this, so this is a seat, and then we want to have something to lean our backs on like this, and then the next seats. Doesn't make sense though, because can you walk across that little... Can't really walk across that. I don't know, maybe I should just stick with the slabs like this. So this would be one of these staircases, and then we have these seats. So you can walk here, you can sit here, you can walk here, you can sit here, you can walk here, and you can sit here. I could use a different type of slabs though. Maybe some oak slabs. So now with the oak slabs, you can differentiate the parts where you can walk on and the parts where your butt is supposed to be. I think though, if you see someone's head, that might be annoying. So maybe we want to go one half slab up still and make it all even higher. So then I made up all of the seats and all of the 3 heights that I made up. In the bottom one, I only used oak and spruce, the darkest colors. Then I went higher with using oak and birch. And at the highest level, I was using birch and sandstone. So it was going lighter the further it was going up. Here we are now. Let's appreciate this big achievement. The seats look look quite empty, and I have an idea what to do with them because people have been complaining about all of these dogs here. Why are all of the dogs at the same spot? Well, I guess that might be a problem. So what can we do? We make them our audience. Look at all of these good boys. So the next thing we are gonna do is fixing that problem. I might make like a big arch above this thing so it looks like that's the epic entrance part. So that's what I did. I also gave it a little bit of a gradient to look fancy. And then I did the entrance as well. Just a little tiny arch at the entrance. It already looks good because of the butterfly. And last but not least, I added these little things to hide the wings from the back. Kind of look like moth wings. And they're basically supposed to be the seats for the royals, like for me, the queen. So that is it now. Definitely hides the butterfly really well from the inside so it does not look weird. We have this lovely archway. We have this place in between. We still need to light up a lot of things because it's dark. Like if you look around here, it's so dark. Mobs are spawning everywhere. So first of all, I want to light up everything behind the glass, like underneath. And for that, I'm gonna use froglights because they fit so lovely to the color scheme. So let me just explain real quick how I do it because I need to break my way through here. Now I need to go under these. So I need to break away some blocks so I can reach it, like so. And then I use my pearlescent froglight because this is the purple side. On the other side I use the green one, obviously. And I'm gonna place it under the glass. Voila, and that is what it looks like at nighttime with all of the glass lit up. I love the gradients. And yeah, you see there's all these rows of lights. And now, as you can see, even the seats are lit up. I need to do something to light up the bottom seats. Maybe I'll put some lights underneath here because you can light them up from below. Because over here it's light level 0, so it will be too dark. And I definitely also wanted to light up the butterfly. So I surrounded the butterfly with a frame of frog lights and I think it looks so cool. On one side there is the pearlescent frog light and on the other side there is the green one. And last but not least, I'm gonna want to place some lamps down here in the bottom row of things. And my idea is like in these corners, for example, where there is like these two like stairs going like this, I could place some shroom lights in between. I think that could be cool. And then also in these holes, we can also place shroom lights in these parts. So now we want to go into the interior part. And in the whole fighting ring thing in a bim, I want to add a big tree because I thought it would be fun if you were able to climb around the tree and shoot people from different heights. I think that's a funny little addition. So I'm just gonna get started and build the tree. I basically made it like split up very much at the bottom so you can have a lot of possibilities to climb on. I also added some trapdoors that you can use to climb on. And I placed floating leaves again with the help of netherrack because I can just place like netherrack around and then I place the leaves on the netherrack and I can destroy the netherrack really quickly because it's very quick to break. And it's not so bad if I lose it because it's just netherrack. And for the floor, I just decided to add a little bit of landscaping. So now that I landscaped this wonderful place, it's looking so cozy and nice and friendly. Well, it's not gonna be for long, but we're still gonna make it a little more cozy by using this command. I just need to do this very carefully because that's what happened. I did in the wrong direction, so I need to change it again to the jungle. So I think I'm gonna go in here, but I think if I apply the command here, it will transform this lake without any struggle. Mangrove swamp, because I like the mangrove swamp waters. Yes, okay, but as you see, the corners are still not perfect. So I'm going more in this direction and apply the command again. As you see, the tree is influenced, but I can change that because I can just stand above. I can just stand on the seats, for example, and I can change it over only at a higher level. Now I have to stand over here in this corner and I'm gonna apply jungle. The grass here is green again. So to fix the tree, I have to go and pillar up and apply jungle. So as you see, the leaves are green now. Ooh, and that's what it looks like now. I love it when the water is like that. It just looks so much more realistic. And oh my god, I love this so much. It's so pretty. I love the water. Like, this is so pretty. It's so pretty. I think like jungle water would look like this, like mangrove water. I wish they would change it. Let me just do the last thing for the fighting part of the arena because I had the idea. I don't know how well we can execute it, but I thought we could make these little fellas. We don't have fire spread on, so don't worry about the trapdoors. So we can basically shoot our opponent through this and it will go up in flames. I mean, yeah, I'm using a flame bow right now, but I can promise you guys it does work with normal arrows and a normal bow. Gonna do them in like different heights. That way we can have a more interesting fight. This is what the arena now looks like from the inside. It's so beautiful. Woo! But like I had the problem. I was thinking like either I make entrances on these sides or I'll make entrances on the main entrance side and on the other side, which would be a tiny one in comparison to that one. You need some point where we can start fighting. I would rather want to make one entrance here above the lake. So I'm gonna make one here and then I am just gonna go over it with some slabs, making a tiny little bridge. Just having trapdoors here might be a nice little different way of making a flooring. Then I'll poke some holes in here. Now we still have these little hallways and you might wonder, what are these hallways for? Well, if you go all the way back here, you'll come out at the back entrance, and if you go in here you can get your materials. To prepare the materials that people might want to use, I had the following idea. This is the green side. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side on the purple. It's just in purple. I'm going to place down some beds here. I'm going to make some trapdoors going up like this. We make like a little bunk bed. These have like barrels here so you can store your stuff. So then on the side here we have the ladders. These beds are to set your respawn points. Place these barrels here, and then I also want to put some more lockers here. So you guys might wonder what all of these chests are for. These chests are for arrows and bows. And here comes the main reason why I decided to make it a bow fighting arena, because I have a lot of bows and arrows to provide. Since I have built this skeleton spawner a while ago to get experience and bones, but they always produce a lot of arrows and bows, so I decided, what can I do with that? Use them in my arena. That's what I'm gonna do now. So now that everything is filled in with the materials we need to fight, we can step into the ring. But before we can do that, we actually need to make sure that our audience, these little guys, can get up and down again. And I kind of forgot to make a staircase, you know? So let me just do that. Last but not least, off camera mainly, let me just show you the finished results and fight the enemy.
Welcome, champion! It is me, the rightful king of all the land.
Welcome to the arena. Yay! This is the arena. Look, there's a big butterfly in front of it. It's very grande. If you follow me, you can choose purple or green.
I like green.
So if you go into the green side, you see there are a lot of chests here. Most of them are actually empty. We don't care. In the middle barrels, you can store your stuff and you can set your respawn in the bed. So store all of your stuff so you don't lose anything in the arena. Over here, you can find arrows, and over here, you can find bows. So who wants to fight against me first?
Aqua.
I'm ready to lose my life.
Okay.
Where do I get a bow?
Oh my god.
You said just arrows.
I said bows and arrows. Follow me.
Ladies and gentle dogs of the arena and mysterious ocelot that's wandered in here.
It's a cat!
Welcome to Shootout! I just created that in my head and it's the name you're all gonna stick with because I have a gun and I will shoot either one of you. We have two competitors in the ring tonight.
Ding, 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 ding.
Josie on the left, the one who built this entire place and wasted God knows how long. And we have Aqua, the American.
Hey, address me by my full name.
Aqua Dadillion.
Texturepacks.
The American. These two are very powerful people and will kill you either which way they can. You'll see more often than not. In 3, 2, and 1. Ding, ding, ding.
Woo! Let's go. Where's Aqua? Why can I not see? Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, Josie's taking a hit. Aqua's taking another hit. Aqua's taking a hit. Oh, Josie nearly misses. Josie has taken another hit. Aqua has taken another. Josie's going around the tree to get some cover. Oh, some flame action from Aqua.
Flame action. Where is Aqua?
Aqua's hiding.
I didn't mean to do that.
Good strategy by accident. Could have really helped her in the future. We never know.
Oh my god, I got hurt.
Aqua's taking another shot.
Oh my god.
They're bouncing around the tree like ballerinas. Oh, both of them missed their shot. Oh
my god.
Both of them keep missing their shots. I'm surprised no one's died yet.
This is so fun.
Oh, they keep missing their shots.
Oh my god.
Oh, Aqua's
Come
been
here,
hit.
Josie.
Aqua's been hit again. So close. Oh.
Oh my god, I have one heart.
Oh, you do ya?
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentle dogs, welcome to Shootout. Today on my left we have the Greater Seal 3566.
Yes!
With his dazzling deer horns. And on my right we have Josillia, the amazing jungle queen.
Boo!
Hey,
On my mark, 3, 2, 1, go!
where is he?
We have
Where
Josie
is he?
dashing in, looking around, confused and
I'm
scared.
confused and alone.
Razor is
I am
hiding
the
up upon
star.
a hill,
A
a
hill?
lake, a water.
Where is he hiding?
Razor is hiding, taking the high ground to defeat Josillia.
Taking the high ground,
Josillia
yeah.
stands around confused, looking around for him.
Where is he?
The war cry.
Oh my god, he's in the trees!
Razor climbs up upon the tree to take the high ground from Josillia. Josillia panics, shooting everywhere she can.
I don't see
Razor does another
him.
shoot back. His camouflaging skills are so good.
I hit him! Well, will his parkour skills save him? Wait,
Oh, I fell in the arena. Guys, are just, some close enough action. And the rain starts to pour.
it's so hard to find you. Oh!
Razor falls down from the tree, getting hit and fire. And they battle it out, shooting and shooting.
Yay!
Josillia takes the big W!
Victory! And who won the shootout? Well, it's Josillia. If you stick around until the end, there is an amazing animation I want you guys to see, okay? So don't go off now. There's still some lovely shots of the arena, and I spent a lot of time building this, so please just appreciate the beauty and the time I put into this, because this really literally took me over months to make, so appreciate. Thank you guys for sticking around until the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!